What's up, it's Gene, this word to be great. And today I want to talk to you about overcoming the toxicity of others. See, you have to understand something. You are worthy to be great. You are worthy of achieving all the greatness inside of you. But if you allow the toxicity of people around you to get the best of you, you're not going to be successful. You have to understand something. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to do better than them, because by you doing something better than them, it makes them feel like they can never accomplish. By you going out and live your dream, it makes them feel hopeless. Because a toxic individual, they cannot be inspired by the progress of somebody else. They cannot be encouraged by somebody else doing something positive, because their toxicity has told them they don't have any worth. They don't have any confidence. They don't have any gifts. So they'll do everything within their power to bring you down. So today what we're going to talk about is how to avoid the influence of toxic people. What's up, it's Gene. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you never miss one of my weekly motivational videos. You see, when I was growing up in my hood, man, we had so much toxicity around. And if a lot of you all was out there, if you from the streets as well, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We had so many people with limited mindsets. They could not see themselves doing more than what they was doing. And see, you just like myself, you probably have dreams for yourself. You have aspirations of doing something better. And when you have a dream and when you have a goal, you want to share with others, right? So that's how I was. I had this dream of one day playing college basketball. I wanted to make it to the NBA, and I was so excited about it. And one day I decided to tell one of my homeboys, man, one day I'm going to go play college basketball. I'm going to go to the NBA. And the thing was this, he had those same dreams. He had those same goals. You know how you have somebody, you and that individual are aligned. Y'all want the same things. Y'all motivate each other. Y'all encourage each other. So that's how me and my boy, who I'm going to call Eric, was back in the hood. So one Saturday morning, man, I was going out there to meet him on the corner so we go play basketball. And when I got out there, I couldn't see him nowhere, but I saw a lot of our other homeboys on the corner. And then I heard him say, "Hey, Junior, come over here." And I looked over to the left, and he was sitting in the car, one of the biggest dope dealers in our hood. Man, this dude had a car. He had a marble paint gold car. It was nice. So I walked over there. I said, "What's up, man? We going hoop?" He said, "Hey, man." Then the guy we gonna call Big Dave said, "Hey, Junior, man, come on, get in the car. Get in the back seat." So I get in the back seat, and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, what in the world going on? My boy Eric is in the passenger seat in the front. And so then Dave turned around and he held up this bag, and he looked like some old dried up, crushed up marshmallows. He said, "Man, you ready?" I said, "Ready for what, Dave?" He said, "You ready for this, man? I'm trying to put some money in your pocket. I want you to sell this crack for me. Your boy Eric already about to do it." Now I was sitting thinking to myself, like, hold on, Eric, I thought you was talking about playing college basketball. You was trying to hoop to get out the hood, and now all of a sudden you selling dope. Now I knew that Dave was a very toxic influence. He was a toxic individual. He was doing things that could get us locked up. So I looked at Dave and I said, "Listen, man, I'm not selling that, dog. I'm going to play college basketball. I might go play in the NBA." And you would think that would be something that he would be proud of. But no, Dave was like people that's in your life, right? When they feel that toxicity and you talking about rising above, you doing something more than what they doing, what do? They start getting negative. They start to talk down to your dreams. So Dave looked at me and said, "Man, you ain't going to play no college basketball. You too small, man. Man, you tripping with yourself. You ain't getting out this hood. I'm trying to put some money in your pocket, put some Jordans on your feet, put a gold chain on your neck. Maybe you get your car before you're 16. You tripping with yourself." But then I was like saying to myself, man, I know if I follow this old toxic person, it's going to lead down a bad path. So I decided to stand my ground. I said, "No, man, I'm going to go play college basketball. I'm going to go to the NBA." So Dave cursed me out, kicked me out of his car. And when I was standing out of the car, I said, "Hey, Eric, man, come on, man, get up out the car." He didn't. He stayed in that front seat and they drove off. And you know what was crazy? Eric was such a good athlete, but he was like most people. He could not overcome the toxicity of that toxic person, Dave. He listened to him. He was under his influence. So he started selling drugs, and that led to a life of crime. He went in and out of jail, and eventually he got himself locked up for 10 years, all because he did not overcome the influence of that toxic person. And see, a lot of y'all right now, you are under the influence of a toxic person. You have a dream you want to live. You have goals you want to accomplish. But some toxic person is telling you you can't succeed. Some toxic person is telling you to give up. And the reason that individuals doing that, because they don't want you to succeed, because they're afraid you're going to surpass them. They don't want you to succeed because they feel you're going to make them look bad. And instead of you going after the things you want, you are not allowing yourself to live your dream because of the influence of that toxic person. So how do you start to overcome the influence of a toxic person? Number one, you got to distance yourself from these individuals. I mean, let's keep it real. You just got to distance yourself. You know, when a toxic person comes to you and trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, you just got to tell them no. You know what I'm saying? And you got to realize this. That individual is most likely not going to take that no. They're going to be persistent. So you have to be ready to stand strong within your no. So when they criticize you like that drug dealer Dave did to me, you stand your ground no matter what. Now, the second thing is this. You can just give that toxicity back to them. Let's say a toxic person came to you and you say, you know, one day I want to own my own business. And that toxic person say, nah, you can't own your own business. You ain't smart enough. You ain't intelligent enough. Man, I'm just going to keep it real with you. This might not be the nicest thing to do, but you can just say to that individual, I feel bad you feel sorry, you feel that way about yourself. I feel bad that you feel you're not smart enough. You're not talented enough. But that has nothing to do with me. But sometimes you got to turn that toxicity back on them so you can kill that influence that tried to have on you before it even started to take over your mind. And the third thing I'll say is this. You got to have a plan for your life. You know what I'm saying? See, when you got a plan for your life and you're committed to that plan, it's hard for a toxic individual to knock you off your game. See, the reason I was able to tell that dope dealer Dave no is because I had a plan for my life. I wanted to play college basketball. I was working on that plan. I was aggressive towards that plan. And the problem with my friend Eric is he did not have a plan. He wasn't committed to it, because if he was committed to it, he never would have fell under the influence of that toxic individual. So whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in this world, you have to understand something. In order for you to develop what I call a worthy to be great mindset, when you start to believe that you are worthy of achieving that great vision inside of you, you have to overcome the influence of toxic people on your life. Because if you don't, their toxicity will kill your hope, it will kill your dreams, and it will destroy your future. So I want to encourage you to go after the goals you have inside of you. Go after the dreams that you have in your heart. And never ever let a toxic person influence keep on staying in your life, because if it do, it will kill your dreams. It will kill your goals. And that is not something that you have to settle with, because you are worthy to be great.